This video is intended to show you how I create a scrolling backdrop using a panoramic photograph. The software that I use is OpenShot. It is a free video editor and there are hundreds of tutorials online. This area shows the video that you are editing. Rolling your mouse wheel around changes its size. This area shows you the project files. And once you upload a file and highlight it, this area will show you all the properties. Unfortunately, OpenShot does not have any option to view your video full screen. Now I'm going to import my Adirondack panorama. I will drag it down and put it onto one of the tracks. Now that the file is displayed, you can see that it fills the screen on the left and the right side. But the top and the bottom has large black bars. I am going to enlarge this photo proportionally. This will open up the photo to show all the detail that is being hidden by the small display. Now you want to make the image screen a little bit easier to edit the photograph. Notice the yellow bar on the left side of the track, and grab one of the corners of the photograph and stretch the photo so that the top and the bottom part of the photograph fills the viewing area. It can be scrolled back and forth, left and right. I have moved the photograph so that the left side is on the left side of the viewing area. Now I press this particular button and it moves the marker to the end of the file. And then I slide the photograph over to where I want it to end after it finishes scrolling. It's that easy and it's done. Easy peasy as you please. I am making the viewing area a little bit larger so that you can see it easier. Now pressing the play button, the image will scroll all the way across your viewing area. Since I've only the file to play for 10 seconds, that is how quickly it will scroll from one side to the other. Now let's make it play for a little bit longer and even make it play the other way from the right to the left. We will now reset the photograph using the animation button and cancel animation. I am now stretching the photograph out so that it will play over 14 seconds. This way the scroll will display slower. You will need to reset the yellow starter bar to the beginning of the file. Stretch the file out again so it fills the viewing area. But since I'm going to have the file scroll from right to the left, I will drag the right side over to the beginning area. Move the yellow marker to the end of the file and drag the file over to the far left side. And it's all done. Let's reset the film to the video to the beginning and press play. Now, as you notice, the video is scrolling from the right to the left. And the file is scrolling slower since the video plays over 14 seconds. And that's how you set a panoramic photo to either scroll from the right to the left or the left to the right. Now I will reset the screen for scrolling with a zoom at the end of the video. I have cleared the editor and I will start with a new file. This one is the panorama of Fort Monroe. I import the file and set it on a lower track. Notice that this panorama photo defaults to 10 seconds. So, I grab the right side of the photo and drag it out to 12 seconds. The longer the time, the slower the scroll. I reset the yellow starting mark. Now make the video display area smaller to better see the borders of the photo. Now press and hold the Control key and grab a corner and stretch the photo proportionally until the top and bottom of the photo fill the video area. Notice that the photo can be scrolled from right to left, but for this demo, I will start the scroll from the middle. Now move the yellow marker to the end of the file and slide the file all the way over to the right. Again, I am resizing the video area to better see the borders of the photo. Now press and hold the Control key again, and I'm stretching the border out to enlarge the photo further. It may take several passes to get the image to the size you want. Then center the image exactly as you want. And reset the yellow marker to the beginning of the photo. I am now enlarging the video display for better viewing. And then I press play. As you can see, the panoramic photo scrolls to the right as it zooms into the ships out on the Chesapeake Bay. And this is how you can scroll a photo as well as zoom to create a wonderfully dynamic scene from a simple photo. Once again, I have cleared the editor. With the editor cleared, I am importing my panoramic photo of Richmond, Virginia. And I am importing a short video. I am bringing the panoramic photo and placing it on the storyboard down a few tracks. Images on the upper tracks appear over the lower level tracks on the storyboard on the video. Now I grab the right side of the photo file and drag it out to about 20 seconds. Always remember to reset the yellow file marker to establish where the beginning of the file is located. Press and hold the Control key and grab one of the corners and enlarge the photo until the top and bottom of the file fills the video area. See how the enlarged photo of Richmond can be scrolled back and forth. I am setting up the photo to scroll from the right to the left, and it needs to be set up separately from the small video file. So, after setting up the beginning of the scroll, now I am going to insert a video to play over the scrolling panoramic photo. I move the yellow marker to the end of the file and move photo to its endpoint on the left side. I drag the short video onto the storyboard to set it up and move the video to a higher level track. And it appears to take up the full video area. I highlight the video file. Notice the border is red and I move the yellow marker to the beginning of the file. Now press and hold the Control key and grab one of the corners and reduce the size of the video. You'll notice the small video and now superimposed on top of the scrolling photo, and position it wherever you want. And it is done. It is that simple. Now to make for a smoother transition, I will set the small video to fade in at the beginning and fade out at the end. Reset the play indicator to the beginning of the track. Enlarge the video display area for better viewing. Click the play button, and the panoramic photo starts scrolling from the right to the left. And as it plays, the short video of the boat fades in and play while the scrolling continues and then fades out near the end of the file. There are so many possibilities to have multiple layers of images, and it can be a lot of fun experimenting to make your videos come alive dynamically and cinematically. Thank you for watching, and now go make Steven Spielberg jealous. And one final thought, the photos can also be made to scroll vertically.